Welcome to Wisdom Trek with Gramps. We are on day 1884 of our trek, and it is time to explore another nugget of wisdom, which includes an inspirational quote along with some wise words from Gramps for today's trek. Wisdom is the final frontier in gaining true knowledge. So we are on our daily trek to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insights, and to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. Hello, my friend. This is Gramps. Thanks for coming along on today's trek as we increase wisdom and create a living legacy. We are told in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 16, how much better to get wisdom than gold, and sound judgment than silver. If you apply the words that you hear today, over time, it will help you to become more healthy, wealthy, and wise as you continue on your daily trek of life. So let's jump right in with today's nugget. And today's quote is from Croft M. Pentz, and it is, Abraham did not know for sure where he was going, but he knew for sure with whom he was going. So today's nugget of wisdom is, who are you traveling life with? I like to make plans and set goals in life. I want to know where I am heading and have a reasonable idea on how I will get there. I think that's a reasonable expectation for much of our lives, especially in this modern world. But unfortunately, I would say that most of us, as we age into our latter years of our lives and look back on the road that we had traveled, it probably doesn't look like what we anticipated when we set out in our early adult lives. But is that unfortunate? The pathway that we take in life, either planned or unplanned, make us who we are today. I would not change my life's journey because I am a better person because I have gone through this. This was undoubtedly true of Abraham, the father of the Hebrew nation. God instructed him in what seemed like out of the blue, and Abraham and his wife departed and headed out to a land that God promised to give his descendants. So when God calls us, we need to follow. Abraham was 75 years old at the time and had no children to make descendants, so I am sure that it was difficult for him to grasp the concept that God had given to him. However, Abraham was obedient and packed up his family and obeyed. He did not have to be overly concerned, because although he did not know where he was heading, he knew and trusted the one he was traveling with. We need to do the same. And our passage for today is Hebrews chapter 11, verses 8 through 12. It was by faith that Abraham obeyed God when he called him to leave his home and go into another land that God would give him as his inheritance. He went without knowing where he was going. And even when he reached the land God promised him, he lived there by faith. For he was like a foreigner living in tents. And so did Isaac and Jacob, who inherited the same promise. Abraham was confidently looking forward to a city with eternal foundations, a city designed and built by God. And it was by faith that even Sarah was able to have a child, though she was barren and was too old. She believed that God would keep his promise. And so the whole nation came from the one man who was as good as dead. A nation with so many people that, like the stars of the skies and the sands on the seashore, there was no way to count them. And as you ponder this nugget of wisdom for yourself, please encourage your friends and family to join us and to come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. If you'd like to listen to any of the past 1,883 treks or read the wisdom journals, they are all available at wisdom-trek.com. And I encourage you to subscribe to Wisdom Trek on your favorite podcast player so that each day's trek will be downloaded to you automatically. And if you'd also like to receive our weekly newsletter called Wisdom Notes, please email me at guthrie@wisdom-trek.com. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I am your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. And as we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you next time for more daily wisdom.